Victory Village, and welcome to another episode of Twanna Y'vette Speaks. I am your host, Twanna Y'vette, and for the next few minutes, we are going to be covering a couple of stories that are in our national news. So, first up, I found some information on our beloved Bill Cosby, and I'm just like, I can't with these people. Um, so he wants out of jail. COVID and his age, his health. He wants out. He wants to get out of jail, out of prison. And he does have some people working on his behalf. So I found the story. I've got the story for you guys, and I'm gonna put his slides up. There we go. Awesome. All right, let me head on over to the story real quick. Cosby, his conviction goes before a high level court. So this comes from Philadelphia, blackamericaweb.com. Pennsylvania's highest court questioned Tuesday whether Bill Cosby's alleged history of intoxicating and sexually assaulting young women amounted to a signature crime pattern, given studies that show as many as half of all sexual assaults involve drugs or alcohol. Cosby, 83 years of age, hopes to overturn his 2018 assault conviction because the judge let prosecutors call five other accusers who said Cosby mistreated them the same way he did his victim, Andre Constant. So the defense said their testimony was prejudiced and the jury against the actor and should not have been allowed. What do you guys think? Do you think this is, a creditable argument? First of all, I would like to know how many of you guys think that Bill Cosby was guilty in 2018. I was on the fence then, and I, to be honest with you, after watching this on TV and listening to what everybody had to say, it's just a lot of holes in everybody's story. Janice Dickinson was found lying on the stand. Someone else, I can't remember, was lying on the stand. And I was like, their testimony shouldn't have even been, accepted into, court evidence. Why would you get on the stand and lie? Were you paid to do this? There were so many people who have sang his praises over the years. And then all of a sudden, the tables turn and you just flip on him. The same people that were like, Bill is great, we love Bill. No, I'm a victim. I was a victim of molestation. And trust me, there's no amount of money that anybody could have paid me to say that my molester is just great and awesome. So for me, I was like, sir, no sir, ma'am, no ma'am. But anyway, the story goes on to say that the conduct you described, the steps the young woman, there's literature that says that's common to 50% of these assaults, thousands of assaults nationwide. Chief Justice Thomas G. Saylor said during oral arguments in the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. So, how can that be a common scheme? So, the prosecutor, in response, offered more precise details about the relationship, saying that Cosby used his fame and fortune to mentor the women and then took advantage of it, and he sometimes befriended their mothers or families. There was a built in level of trust because of his status in the entertainment industry and because he held himself out as a public moralist, said Assistant District Attorney Adrian Jape of suburban Philadelphia's Montgomery County, where Constance says she was assaulted at Cosby's estate in 2004. So, the signature was isolating and intoxicating women, young women, for the purpose of sexually assaulting them. Cosby, 83 years old, has served more than 2 years of his 3 to 10 year prison sentence for drugging and molesting Constant, whom he met through the basketball program at his alma mater, Temple University. Courts have long wrestled with decisions about when other accusers should be allowed to testify in criminal cases. It's generally not allowed, but exceptions are allowed to show a signature crime pattern or to prove someone's identity. So the state's high court appears eager to address the issue and in doing so took on the first celebrity criminal case of the hashtag Me Too era. So the court typically takes several months to issue its opinion. Judge Stephen T. O'Neill had allowed just one other accuser to testify at Cosby's first trial in 2017 when the jury could not reach a verdict. The hashtag MeToo movement took hold months later with media reports about movie mogul Harvey Weinstein and other men accused of sexual misconduct. O'Neill then let five other accusers testify at Cosby's retrial in 2018 when the jury convicted him to drugging and assaulting Constan. So Cosby's lawyer, Jennifer Johin, if I'm saying that correctly, says that prosecutors exploited all of this vague testimony. They call it a vague testimony about his prior behavior and his acknowledgement that he had given women alcohol or quaaludes before their encounters. So they put Mr. Cosby in a position where he had no shot, okay? The even hint of innocence just didn't exist for him, okay? So Boheen said in the arguments Tuesday, which were held online because of the COVID-19 pandemic, Constan went to police in 2005, about a year after the night at his home. She had met him through her job with the basketball program at Temple, where he was a trustee and the school's most famous booster. The other women knew Cosby in the 1980s as they tried to make connections in the entertainment industry, and they did not go to police. So that for me, commentary time, that for me was, what? So why didn't you go to the police? But whatever. Let's continue. The defense also challenged the trial judge's decisions to let the juror hear damaging testimony Cosby gave in a lawsuit Constan filed against him in 2005 after then prosecutor Bruce Castor declined to arrest Cosby. So the testimony was sealed for nearly a decade until the Associated Press asked a federal judge to release documents from the case as more Cosby accusers came forward. So the judge agreed, and Castor's successor reopened the case in 2015, just months before the statute of limitations to arrest him would have expired. Cosby, a once beloved comedian and actor known as America's Dad, became the first celebrity convicted of this type of misconduct in the hashtag MeToo era. The AP does not typically identify people who say they are assaulted in this manner, the victims without their permission, which Constan was granted. Criminal law prosecutor Lori Levingston believes it's important for the court to, scrutinize Cosby's conviction, given the publicity the case attracted, the legal questions it's raised, and the potential influence of the hashtag MeToo movement. However, she was less sure. There's data to show the intoxication was as prevalent in the assault cases in the 1980s through 2004 as it is today. We have heard a lot more about doping types of this assault, or these types of assaults recently, but I'm not sure how common it was at the time of this offense, says Livingston of Loyola Law School. I think the court's doing the right thing, which is asking did he get convicted on legitimate evidence? So, what do you guys think? I'm eager to hear what you guys have to say about this case. It's a lot of information, y'all, but I had to give it to you straight, no sugar, no cream, just black coffee because, this has gone on long enough. I mean, I take his age and his health into consideration and the fact that his estate may not be worth as much as people think. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm just, oh, Lordy. Do tell me what you guys think about this. I will be back with some more commentary on some other cases. Right now, I have a little bit of an emergency to take care of, but I will be back with more later on. So enjoy this. Let's converse about it. Let's create a dialogue and talk about this because it hasn't been on the table to talk about for so long since Cosby was convicted and put in prison. And so I feel like it's about time, we talked about this to see, did they make a mistake, and did he confess? I mean, there's so many questions and not enough answers. So I'm eager to read what you guys have to say. And thank you once again for being with me and being here and helping me grow. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, live on purpose. I will be talking to you guys in another video. Bye for now.